This man in the background on social media said that the Lord gave him a vision about Prophet Lovey, Prophet Java, and Hubert Angel.
My heart. Surely Lovey Elias is a better man in this matter.
Come out from among them. Touch your neighbor and tell them, come out, come out, come out. Anywhere they are and they are wicked people.
Welcome back to the Prophetic Rush channel.
Shalom family, this is your Prophet Daniel. Remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. If you are a new viewer to Prophetic Rush TV, click that subscribe button family, post notification bell, like and share for the algorithm of YouTube.
Later.
I want to share today a video that I saw on social media with this young man that goes by the name Apostle Joshua Thomas. I don't know him and I'm not affiliated with his ministry. Now, this vlog is not to discriminate individuals, not to degrade them, not to try to defame them in no way, family, but just to share our opinion on certain things. I watch this video, family, in which we're going to watch together, and here mention some men of God from Africa, whom I used to watch years ago, like Prophet Hubert Angel, Prophet Java, Prophet Lovey. These individuals I used to watch in my infancy as a Christian. But as I begin to grow, I realize that they can no longer be a part of my diet, because there are certain things that have changed when it comes to their ministry. Even Pastor Alf, I stopped watching that man years ago, family, because not only for this fake resurrection that you see in the background, because there are certain things that are questionable about not only his ministry, but their ministry. Yes, so one of the things as men of God, you have to be consistent in your fruit, in your delivery, especially when you're on a public scene and persons are watching you as a representation of Christ. And I believe that in some of these men's life, they have failed miserably in some of the things that they have done. I won't go into the intricacy of it. We're going to watch this video because I'm not going to be long. For the sake of some of my subscribers who are very impatient when I bring out a content like this. The next thing is this: I want to thank all my viewers and my subscribers for sharing, for liking, for supporting Prophetic Rush TV. Rush meaning reaching and reach souls for heaven. That is what we want to do, family. We want the believers to come to a place of maturity, as the word of God says, and not being tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine. One of the fundamental of your walk with God is to submit yourself to the life, to the teaching of Jesus Christ, what he has spoken through his word, what he has demonstrated through his life. That is why we're doing these vlogs. Let us watch this video together, family.
Alright, so first of all, disclaimer. I am just another minister of God. But if the Lord reveals something to me and wants me to send a message to his people, then I only can be obedient. The Lord took me and showed me a vision. And in this vision, he said, "Son of man, behold my altar." And he took me and showed me an altar with 3 layers. He said the first layer is where they kneel before my altar. But he who had lifted up himself at the 3rd layer is not of my kingdom and not my mouthpiece on earth, but is of the evil one, the kingdom of the evil one. And the Lord showed me 3 major prophets, or 3 influential prophets in our time. The first one I saw was Pashan Java. And he was laying on the floor. His back was on the floor and his feet was lifted up above the 3rd layer of the altar. And his feet was pointing forward, seeking to go higher. And I said in my heart, surely Lovey Elias is a better man in this matter. And people of God, to my disappointment, Lovey Elias was laying next to Pashan Java, with his feet lifted up above the 3rd altar also. And then I saw Prophet Hubert Angel. And he was sitting on the floor with his feet at the second layer. And the Lord said to me, he is my servant, but the devil desire to corrupt his heart. And then I saw on his feet a slippers with diamond around the slippers. And when I saw him, I said to him, the Lord has given me a message for you. And he sat on a chair. We were in the midst of a congregation. And I said to him, you're a man of God, but the devil desire to corrupt your heart. And he first took off the diamonds from around his slippers. And then he humbly said to me, and this was to my surprise, because I'm saying, is this Prophet Hubert Angel? This man not going to take this message well. And he humbly said to me, man of God, you're speaking the truth. This was what the Lord appointed me to say to him. And I said it with all humility. For I know nothing about this man of God. But the Lord knew his heart. And the Lord said, he's my servant. Then I turned to the congregation and said, he is a man, and he's also a man of God. Judge him not. For so as Jesus was tempted, so can any man be tempted. Now people, this is a disclaimer. I don't know this man personally. I received a vision from the Lord. I did not choose to receive this vision because I am not a person who base my ministry off ridiculing other men of God and what they are doing. No. I just speak what the Lord revealed to me. And this was a vision from the Lord. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to like this video, but please share it that the true children of God can receive it. Be not like those who are of Matthew 13 verse 15, who look but don't see nor understand, who listen and listen but don't hear, because your eyes are covered and your ears are deaf. May the Lord's Spirit of truth reveal all things to you. I can gain nothing from this. I humbly receive this vision and I humbly share it. It is profitable to me in no way, but it is profitable to the kingdom of God, because if it is a matter on the heart of God, then it's a concern of mine because I'm his servant. Now, concerning Passion Java and Lovey Elias, I cannot say for sure if they have started in God and departed from his ordinances. The Lord did not reveal that to me in the vision, but he told me that whoever feet is lifted up above his throne is not of his kingdom. That's what he said to me. Now, I cannot judge them off my own understanding, but I judge them based on the revelation that God has given unto me. And I speak as such. To Prophet Hubert Angel, you are a servant of God, but the devil desire to corrupt your heart. May the Lord have mercy upon you. May the people pray for you also. Pray your strength, because ministry isn't easy. Many wants to be served and not a servant in this generation. Ministry has now become a thing of hype and fortune. To be a true servant is to humble yourself before the altar of God and do nothing but that which he allows us to do. No one wants to kneel before God. They want to be lifted up like him. God is calling unto his people to turn from false prophets. To turn from false prophets. And he's calling his people, his servants, to kneel before his altar again with a humble heart and not to be lifted up in spirit because of self. Let not the praises of man cause you to be lifted up, because the same mouth that bless you today can curse you tomorrow. Let not the praises of man cause you to be at fault with God. May you receive the wisdom of God to discern the Spirit of God in a man. Gifts cannot please God. The way of the Spirit is the only thing that can please the Lord. Do not be deceived by gifts, but be led of the Spirit. For many prophet, apostles, and prophetess has departed from the Spirit of God, yet they have gifts, powerful gifts. The Lord said, rejoice not because demons cry out when you call upon my name, but rejoice that your name is written in the Lamb's book of life. God is telling you that gifts is not the way to his kingdom. For many will say on that day, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied? Have I not delivered in your name? But he will say unto them, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I know you not. Which means gifts is not the access to God's kingdom, but by his Spirit. Only by his Spirit can man enter his kingdom. Walk in the Spirit, and you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Walk in the Spirit, and you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Why are these prophets and prophetess falling? Because they are walking of the flesh and not of the Spirit. Let not your gift deceive you. Walk in the Spirit of truth and of holiness. Prophet Hubert Angel, may the Lord cover you, may he lead you, may he guide you, may he strengthen you, and may he direct you out of the paths of the wiles of the enemy. In Jesus' name. And always remember, Jesus is the only light bright enough. Be blessed.
Amen. So that is a video with that young man. One of the things is this. My assumption is, because I know social media on a thin line, I can tell you many things, but not everybody will believe. There are different levels to your walk in God, and that's why I cannot listen to these individuals anymore, because I have outgrown their ability. I no longer look for gifting in individuals also. I look for what we call the character or the fruits. Jesus said, by their fruits you shall know them. Though he was saying that Prophet Java and Lovey, they are false prophet, or they might have started good and they dwindled away, in which I totally agree. And then he says, Hubert Angel had Satan desire to destroy his ministry, so to say. I believe that they're all in the same boat and all in need of restoration. I don't believe that Prophet Java and Lovey, mighty God, their soul is lost. I believe that they need redirection. They need to go back to the foot of the cross. Listen, I've been watching these men of God for many years. I want to be presumptuous in saying that. I want to prophesy in their life that they will go back to the first love. Because you can start out like Saul, being humble and say, oh, I'm a Benjamite, you know what I mean? And say a lot of humble things, but when authority, when wealth and power comes, your mind or your heart will change. That's why Jesus said, if riches increase, if wealth increase, set not your heart upon it. Many men of God have been swayed by wealth and money and riches. That's why Paul even warned Timothy about the love of money. You cannot be a man of God and love money and worldly things. The Bible warns us about that. If you're producing the fruit of the Spirit, then your first love is Jesus Christ. You cannot love man and mammon, meaning worldly possession. It is a conflict that is going to take place. Now, I want to say that pray for these individuals. Pray for them. Pray that God will deliver them. There are so many of them. There are so many false prophets and false apostles and these individuals that are out there that aren't walking a line in their alignment. They are not aligned in terms of the character of Jesus Christ. They are not aligned with the word. They are not aligned with the word. I remember seeing Prophet Lovey some years ago. Quiet young man and very reserved. And I don't know what made a shift in his life. I see him tattooing his body. I see him piercing his nose. I see him putting on false hair. I saw his appearance change. And it's not all about appearance also. But it does matter. Because what is inside of you can come out. It is not what enters in a man that defiles him, but what comes out. A word that is spoken out of your mouth and what is projecting from your heart can be a manifestation of your outward appearance also. If I should get up and begin to tattoo myself right now and pierce my nose and begin to do all of that thing, I want to be presumptuous in saying that probably I'm going through some deep hurt. Probably there's something that is affecting my life that I've not brought forth to Jesus in prayer. I'm just saying. Passion Java is the next one. The flamboyant thing and the money and the glamour and all of these things. It is not conducive with being a prophet of God or a man of God. The Bible says, love not the world, neither the things of the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. I paraphrase, and it tells you that all these things will go. Only one thing remain at the end of the day, family, is love. Your relationship with Jesus. Let this be a warning for many ministers that would rise up and many young men that have the ambition to stand. Don't allow these individuals to be an example for your life and your ministry. Stick close to Jesus. Pray for them, family. Listen, this is your Nabi, Prophet Daniel, straight out of Portmore. Shalom, family. God bless you and thank you for your support.